Why does it seem so difficult to maintain relationships nowadays? Today, relationships end faster than they did 20 years ago, and that's no coincidence. What if I told you there's a key to understanding why so many modern relationships fail? It's something almost no one is talking about, but it directly affects how we connect with each other. I'll tell you more about this, but first, we need to understand what's behind some of the silent social changes that are shaping today's relationships. Relationships today seem more fragile due to a combination of social, cultural, and technological changes. With the constant pursuit of personal fulfillment and the emphasis on independence, many people are less willing to commit or deal with the emotional challenges of a long-term relationship. Additionally, the speed at which connections are made and broken, driven by social media, contributes to more superficial relationships that are less resilient to adversity. Another important factor is the change in the way we communicate. Instant messages and digital interactions have become frequent, but they lack the depth of face-to-face conversations. This creates an environment where conflict resolution is avoided or poorly handled, which can lead to misunderstandings and eventually the end of the relationship. The expectation that everything should be easy and immediate has also led many people to give up quickly when the first problems arise. Lastly, the pressure to meet unrealistic expectations, often created by social media and modern culture, leads to a constant feeling of dissatisfaction. Comparisons with other couples, idealized ideas of happiness and success, end up undermining the effort required to build a solid, lasting relationship. Thus, relationships today, amid this complexity, tend to last less and be more fragile. Now understand in 5 steps what you should grasp to avoid doing. Unrealistic expectations, created by social media. Nowadays, social media displays seemingly perfect relationships, creating high, often unattainable expectations. This can lead to frustration when the reality of a relationship doesn't match these idealized images. People end up comparing their own lives to what they see online, without realizing that social media shows only an edited version of someone's life. Imagine a couple who, upon seeing posts of other couples always traveling and showing happiness, starts to feel dissatisfied with their own routine. This type of comparison can create unnecessary tensions and lead to the deterioration of the relationship as they begin to believe they are failing in some way. Comparing your relationship to what you see on social media can be a dangerous and unrealistic path. Understanding that real life is full of ups and downs is the first step to avoiding this trap. Lack of effective communication. Many modern relationships suffer from a lack of clear and honest communication. People often prefer to avoid difficult conversations, which results in misunderstandings and accumulated resentments. This communication breakdown weakens the emotional connection between partners, making the relationship more vulnerable. Think of a situation where one person feels that their partner isn't dedicating enough time to the relationship. Instead of openly discussing their feelings, they withdraw and start to harbor resentment. This creates an invisible barrier that, over time, can destroy intimacy and trust. Talking about what bothers you at the right moment, in an honest and respectful way, is crucial to building a lasting relationship. Have you noticed how a lack of communication can complicate things? Comment here with yes or no and share your experience with us. Prioritizing career and personal growth over the relationship. Nowadays, many people place their career and personal growth as absolute priorities, leaving the relationship in second place. This creates an imbalance where the partner feels undervalued or ignored. With the relentless pursuit of individual success, quality time together is lost, and eventually the connection weakens. Imagine a couple where one partner is constantly working overtime or focused on personal projects, while the other feels the lack of time and attention. Over time, this lack of presence and shared moments creates a gap that can be difficult to overcome. Individual success should not be built at the expense of your relationship. Find the balance between growing as a person and nurturing a healthy relationship. When you put your career above the relationship, you are, without realizing it, choosing loneliness. Many only realize this when it's too late, and they end up facing the fear of losing what mattered most, the person by their side. The impact of social media on self-esteem. According to a study by Stanford University, excessive use of social media has a significant impact on self-esteem, especially in relationships. Constant comparison with other people's lives can diminish self-confidence and, consequently, affect the relationship. This influences how people see themselves and their partners, creating a distorted view of reality. Imagine someone who spends hours on social media, looking at photos and stories of seemingly perfect couples. Over time, they begin to question whether their relationship is good enough, whether their partner is the best choice, or if they should be doing more to be happy. This type of thinking gradually erodes confidence in the relationship. Self-confidence is essential to the health of any relationship. When you feel good about yourself, you can give more to your partner in a lighter and healthier way. The more time you spend on social media, the more you start to believe that your relationship isn't good enough, opening the door to envy and insecurity. The lack of resilience in relationships. A study conducted by the American Psychological Association, which analyzed over 500 divorce cases, revealed that a lack of resilience, the ability to cope with crises and challenges, is one of the main factors leading to the premature end of relationships. Many couples give up at the first sign of difficulty instead of working together to overcome obstacles. Imagine a couple going through financial difficulties. Instead of discussing and seeking solutions together, one partner decides it's better to end the relationship, avoiding the issue altogether. This type of behavior destroys the opportunity to strengthen the relationship. Resilience is essential for a relationship to withstand the inevitable challenges of life. Growing together during tough times makes the bond stronger. Now that you know these tips, how would you apply them to your relationship? Do you think you'd use this approach the next time you face a challenge with your partner? If you feel this video gave you new ideas about relationships, comment with inspired and subscribe to the channel for more content that will help you grow personally. Subscribe to the channel and follow more videos that will help you understand and improve your relationships in a practical way. And now, take a moment to watch other videos on the channel filled with valuable insights that can change the way you see things.